Hello and welcome to another video. Today I am doing something a little different. I was a little hungry, so I said let me just make something quick. Over here I have my noodles, my ramen noodles. Still hot and piping. Here I have a egg and hot dog sandwich, which is really good. Check that out. Have me some peppers, yellow and red. And some for dessert, I have a pecan twirl and some Arizona Lite drink. I think I'll put that right there. So let's say the grace. Dear Lord, let us be truly thankful for the nourishment we're about to receive for our body. Amen. And amen to you. Today I did a TikTok. I did a live TikTok. Didn't know how to work the thing, but I tried to figure it out the best way I could. And I think it worked out okay. I'm not sure. But next time I'll be a lot better at this. I just felt like some eggs, I don't know why. It has cheese on it. And the hot dog is the Nathan hot dog. So I just thought I would come before you guys with a little something. And a little change of scenery. So I'm in my dining room right now doing this video. So how do you guys feel about everything that's going on with this coronavirus? It is so scary to me. It is so scary. It's getting worse and worse. And our president seems to think it's doing better. But it's not. Not to me, it's not. I'd be so glad when they figure this out. Those noodles are so good. It's the chicken flavor. And I put some Italian seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, and red chili flakes in the noodles. Tasty. This is, when you start thinking about situations that happen throughout your life, the worst thing ever happened to me was my mother passing away, my father passing away. When I was a child when that happened. I was 6 when my mother passed away. I was 2 when my father passed away. My biological parents. So I grew up, excuse me, I grew up calling my aunt my mom. Because she took care of me and my sister like we was her own. And not a day went by did I not think about her. Not a day that I went by. Very sad sometimes as a child. As a child, when you see your, oh my, oh, look at this, hot dog fell. When you see your friends and their parents together, that's when it hits you the hardest as a child. Many a nights I cried myself to sleep. Many a nights. And as I got older, it got better because I learned to deal with it because I knew she was not coming back. But I still thought about it. And I still think about it to this day. Not that I didn't love my aunt, but I still thought about my mother and my father. I was a little hungry, and I said, you know what? I'm going to make something simple. I'm not going to make nothing big because it's late. Make something simple. The simple meals are the best ones. The simple ones are the best ones. Sometimes I'll wake up thinking about what's going on. And I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone series. Those of you remember the Twilight Zone as a child. I think the Twilight Zone still come on a different channel. I'm not sure exactly what channel it come on, but it does come on late at night. I mean, really late at night, like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. You may catch it. But the millenniums, they don't know what that is. Because I made a statement to my daughter, which is 20, and she said, what is that? So I know they don't know what it is. I find myself saying, is this really happening to us? this really happening? Can't go outside? Excuse me. And if you do, you got to go to the store, coming back. It's just sad. I don't want to keep talking about it, but it makes me depressed. Very depressed. And not only that, it's the unknown. Not knowing if you step out your house, will you come back with the virus? You step out your house to go to work, if you're still working. You step out your house to go to the food store, to pick up something to eat. And you come back with something. Excuse me. You come back with the virus. The unknown is a scary situation. You're doing all you can to protect yourself. You're wearing your gloves, you're wearing your mask, and you come home, take your clothes off, and touch your coat, and touch the virus. Because I heard that it stays on a surface or your clothing for 48 hours. So how in the world are we really going to prevent from getting it? If you're around someone that has it and the germs fall on your coat and you got your mask on and you got your gloves on and you go home and take your coat off and put it in the closet, and then the next morning you put it on to go somewhere and you touch the germs. What kind of mess is that? Now you got it. And you don't know how you got it. Not knowing that the germ was sitting on your clothes all along. That because you walked into a store, somebody had it. Scary. They do not know enough about this virus to make any type of assumptions of it. They don't know enough of it, about it, to say what it will and will not do. Because they don't know enough about it. They say this virus is 5 to 6 times worse than the flu. Are you serious? Mm. 5 to 6 times worse than the flu. I had the flu before, last year, and it was nothing nice. And my sister had it. I got it from my sister. Okay? And it's nothing nice. It beats you down. And if this virus is 5 to 6 times worse than the flu, I can just imagine what it feels like. I can just imagine being 5 to 6 times worse than the flu. Because if you ain't careful, the flu would take you out of here. Okay? The flu alone. So this thing is 5 to 6 times worse. I pray that they get some type of handle on this situation that we got going on here. Make no mistake. Excuse me. This is not a race, a age, a gender type of virus. You could be a baby and catch this virus. You could be a teenager and catch this virus. You could be in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s and catch this virus. So be careful. And protect the elderly. And the people that's more accessible to getting it, that has health issues. Then I heard last night on the news, excuse me, a lady was talking about her husband getting the virus. And he had no underlying illnesses at all. He was perfectly healthy. Perfectly healthy. But he got it. So it makes no difference whether you healthy or not. Excuse me. You still can catch the virus. So do not shake anyone's hand. Do not hug anyone. And try to stay as far away as possible. And don't bring a bunch of people in your house to visit just because they bored. That one time they come in your house because they're so bored, they could be bringing a virus into you. So stay home in your own house. I tell my daughter, you can't have all these people in my house. You can't have no company like that. And I don't want you going to a lot of people's houses either. Just because they're your friends. You don't know who these people have been around. You have to be careful. I know you love them, but you have to be careful. That goes for everyone. Be careful. Who remember these things? Peacan Twirls. That's delicious. Pecan swirls, not twirls. Swirls, right? Pecan swirls. A tasty treat. Those noodles was awesome. The sandwich was good too. I seasoned those noodles to perfection. I should have made 2 instead of 1. I just wanted to come before you guys a little bit and talk a little bit and see you. This is my first time doing a mukbang in my dining room. My table is a 6-person table. So I'm sitting way at one of the other end of the table. and my camera information is standing on top of the table. Thank you for eating with me. I appreciate your company. Like, comment, subscribe to this video. Share it with all your friends and family. And subscribe. Hit the notification button so you'll be notified for any upcoming videos. Thank you, and I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.